Some background information on Raymond Chandler. He was born in 1888 and died in March 1959. So yes, he did live through both World Wars. He served in World War I with the Canadian Army and was the only survivor to come back from his unit. He also could be considered a homewrecker because his wife was previously married and he ended up breaking them up. He was also fired from his job at Dabney Oil Syndicate for womanizing and excessive drinking. After a failed suicide attempt, some years later, he died from pneumonia and possibly a heartbreak because his wife had previously passed before him. Raymond Chandler lived through both World Wars, and this had a direct effect on the genre he chose for writing. He decided to write detective mysteries. He wrote a collection called The Simple Art of Murder, and in this collection we'll be analyzing I'll Be Waiting. The short story is about a woman named Eve Cressy who is partially responsible for sending Johnny, her husband at the time, to prison. Eve is staying at the Windermere Hotel waiting for a tall dark guy that's no good, aka Johnny, to anyone who asks. Johnny has just been released a couple of days ago, but no one knows this mystery guy is already in the hotel. While reading I'll Be Waiting, I chose two passages. The first passage has a lot of imagery, and it is, "The girl moved her eyes slowly. The light in there was dim, but the violet of her eyes almost hurt. They were large, deep eyes without a trace of thought in them. Her face was classical and without expression." Like I said, this passage has a lot of imagery, and I just really enjoyed how much imagery is shown in this entire story, but this passage is one of my favorites. The second passage I chose is, "Waiting for a tall, dark guy that's no good, Tony. You wouldn't care why. I was married to him once, and I might be married to him again. You can make a lot of mistakes in just one lifetime." The hand on me opened slowly until the fingers were stringed back as far as they could go. Then they closed quickly and tightly, and even in that dim light, the knuckles shone like the little polished bones. I played him a low trick once. I put him in a bad place without meaning to. You wouldn't care about that either, it's just that I owned.